to get rid of Humza useless? Was it me or was it J.K. Rowling? Let me just put this in. I forgot to put this in. Here. Oh, here we go. Hopefully that's it. Let me just push this up. So, did J.K. or was it me who did more to get rid of Humza? Well, if they said that J.K. actually did more to get rid of wee Nippy, and the reason being it was that doughball Peter the Plonker Smith, who posed the question about the double rapist Thingy Graham, whatever his name was, being put in the women's estate. And basically, I saw wee lovely Amla Obi-Wan Kenobi, as I call her, doing a wee, if not on Amla's page or YouTube channel, go and sign up. She's fantastic. And Amla was saying, talking about J.K. Rowling and Humza, but was she talking about? Was she talking about just the gender recognition nonsense? But there was a few other videos that popped up talking about how J.K. Rowling get rid of Humza, and it wasn't J.K. Rowling that get rid of Humza. J.K. Rowling might have had more sway about getting rid of Nippy, because obviously it was the trans thing or the transing and letting rapists get into, which Amla covered today, into the female estate, female prisons. A double rapist suddenly transforming to a woman to get into the female estate. I mean, you couldn't write it. The doughballs in here certainly outdid themselves that time, made Scotland a laughing stock internationally. However, and don't forget, this is what the Muslims want to do because they don't want homosexuality. They prefer to chop your son's dick off than them being a homosexual. So, and that would sterilise them anyway. And apparently, if the guy's dressing up as a woman, they don't mind. So, it's not seen as gay. It's totally gay, but it is not seen as gay apparently in Islam. So, that is fair enough. That is fair enough. So I think, well, these other videos were saying that J.K. Rowling get rid of Humza, but even though I would say that the Guerilla TV did more to get rid of Humza than probably anybody else, and because we knew that he was a walking doughball. Really, it wasn't the trans issue they did for Humza. It wasn't really the trans issue that screwed Humza up. It was a number of things. It was like 2,000 cuts. However, what really screwed him up was that he's a moron. And that's the thing that you can't take away from him. In fact, the best synopsis of Humza was by Count Dankula on his second channel. And Count Dankula covered it brilliantly. And Dank said that he couldn't do basic arithmetic. And that's what did for Humza. That's what destroyed Humza. It wasn't J.K. Rowling or even myself who really went to town on him and was really instrumental in getting rid of him. Probably more so than J.K. Rowling. I would say J.K. Rowling probably more so with Nippy, where this whole palaver started, through the question by Peter the Plonker Smith. But what you want to do, if you want to see how who get rid of Humza, you want to go on to Dank's channel, Count Dankula, I think it's 2, and put in Humza resigned. And Dank covers it brilliantly. And Dank's correct on what he's actually said regarding Humza. And obviously he's also saying now that Welsh, which is Common Brythonic, it should be the preferred language in what is now called Scotland, named after the Irish invaders. So Dank's on my side on that one as well. But yeah, you need to go on Dank's channel. Dank covers it brilliantly. The MSN do not cover this. And the reason that Humza get kicked out of Butte House was because he couldn't do arithmetic. It wasn't me, wasn't J.K. Rowling, it was Humza couldn't do arithmetic, and that's why he left. And then the weekend that we told you before he was about to leave, we told you he was going to have to resign. He resigned, and he was called Humza the Brief in that intervening period where we told you he was going to resign, and Alex Salmon called him Humza the Brief because he only lasted a year, just exceeding a wee bit of May's, not May's, what do you call her? Oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but just exceeding her. What was her name? I can see her. See, that quick she left early, not May. Who's the other woman? And she left as well. And definitely yourself and Guerilla that got rid of him, John. Yeah. It was certainly we did our best to get rid of him. We certainly did our damnedest to get rid of him. And I think we should actually get knighted and get a channel in mainstream MSN for actually getting rid of him. But I think if you want to see what get rid of Humza, go on Dank's channel, Count Dankula. And don't forget, Dank and Amla both share something in common, apart from being fantastic YouTubers. Amla has got a wee black power fist, and she was in BLM, which was at the time, or is a Marxist organisation. And Count Dankula, although the two of them are very sound politically, and Count Dankula has got a big star from the USSR on his chest. So both of them were committed, and I think Dank was a member of Antifa at one point. So they were both committed as well to their causes, the relevant causes, and they're both matured into the lovely people that they are, and get some really great channels and great political insight. So it was good to see Amla covering Scotland. But yeah, I would have said for Humza, we certainly did more to get rid of Humza. And J.K. Rowling probably through her activism did more to get rid of, or was at the right juxtaposition, because obviously women make up 50% of the population. The trans issue really did for Nippy, and she's going on about it in her new daft book, which I hope we're in. Somebody needs to check it for me, see if the Guerilla TV channel's in it or I'm in it. See if I made a lasting impression and get help in getting rid of her as well. A couple of weirdos we had in charge there. So I'm going to try and talk a wee bit about, in the next video, I'm going to talk a wee bit about who you should vote for if you're an independent supporter at the next election. My baby gorillas, me, J.K. Rowling, or he couldn't count. You pick.